Hey everybody, it's Matt Garstack again with Garstack Photography here with another tutorial, Photoshop tutorial. I'm here to show you this technique I've been using a lot lately. It's a really nice dark saturated technique, and here we go. So first off, we're going to duplicate our layer, and then we're going to go down here and make a new adjustment layer, and we're going to select black and white. Then we're going to go to our blending mode for black and white and click multiply. Now, this is the basis of all of this tutorial in this style, and right now it's a bit too much, so we're going to tone it back. You can go to your layer underneath and do a curves adjustment to bring out a little bit that's missing, but we get a little bit of popped out and blown out highlights. So you can go into here, into your mask, and then use a brush, a black brush, and low opacity, around 15% is fine, and just brush away the parts that you want to show through, like so. Just dialing it down a little bit. I think that looks a lot better. So after that, we're going to go do some dodging and burning, and I like to do this one technique. Instead of just going into the dodge and burn tool over here, I like to go, I have my own action set that I do, and just let me run through it with you. Create two new layers, new curves adjustment layers. This one will be burn, and this one will be dodge. So we're just taking the curves, get it right to about where you want it. Let's get a little more. Dodge. I spell it right. Good. All right. You want to invert these layer masks. Just hit Command I or Control I. And after that, you're going to make a new layer. Yep. Select all. Fill. 50% gray. And then you're going to go to soft light for that layer. And then you're going to select all these and put them all in a group. That didn't work. Alright. Just because we like to stay organized. Alright, so what this does is now you can dodge and burn however you want, and it's non-destructive, so it's great. So select a brush, nice opacity, about 15%, and make sure the brush is white. And now we're going to go through and burn in and dodge in what we want to keep. We want to make sure the eyes are coming through. Everyone associates a face with the eyes. Now, what I'm doing is adding emphasis to the highlights that are already in my photo. Now I'm going to burn in some shadows. This is where I really like to add contour to the face. Dodge a little bit over here. Get rid of that little gap right there. And I want to put something underneath these eyebrows. So that started to look a lot better. We can go back and see what it was at the beginning. It's still not a bad photo, but now it's darker, and we were doing an apocalypse shoot, so it's fitting. Now we need to go and clean up his face. Everybody has these. So we're just going to use a healing brush and clean up all these little blemishes that we have. This is where most of your time will be spent. So it doesn't take long to show that it really, these little bits make a huge, tremendous difference in how your photo looks. You can spend all day doing this. And then when you're doing it across 20 or so photos, it just becomes redundant. But that's what we have to do as photographers. Anyway, so you get the gist of it. I'm not going to do everything, just the major stuff. I don't like that. And this spot right there. Zoom in and out every so often because you'll miss something. Now I want to burn down this highlight right here. Just a little bit. Not much. And I'm going to go here and do an actual dodge on his eyes just to bring him out better. Just because sometimes you have to. That's essentially it. Really easy, really good technique to use. It's a saturated look and it's very dark and moody. I've been doing this for a while and I've just really fallen in love again with this technique. So let's do some hair. You can make a huge difference by just dodging and burning a little bit. Alright, so let's take a look at well, we can, what's something you can do is go back up here to your adjustment layer and tweak it. That's what's great about this technique. Right about there, I like that. Still want some more whites in the eyes. So let's go into the highlights. Really need to make these eyes pop, but you don't want to do too much. Then it'll just look fake and photoshopped. Although this already does look photoshopped. One cool technique is make a new layer, have a low opacity brush at white, 1 pixel solid, and paint a little white lines right through here. Then go up into filter and select Gaussian blur, and just dial it down. Your results are going to vary. Right, I say that's not terrible right there. And you can already see the difference. Really big difference. So I'm going to go back over here. Midtones. I want more out of those eyes. That's pretty much it. That's all you really got to do. You can spend all day tweaking it however you want. Go back to my previous brush. Low opacity. just to add detail and emphasis. To these small details. But other than that, you pretty much get the gist of the whole shoot. So this is after. That's before. I think it looks pretty cool. Thanks. Look forward to the next tutorial.